Coming from the Caveman Studios in Buffalo, New York. Welcome to Caveman Corner with your host, Jeff.
Captain K-Man!
Thanks.
Click subscribe and the bell. Do it now!
Hello, K-Man's Corner fans. We're obviously short a few people from this podcast. Q couldn't make it. He messaged me. He had some personal reasons that he couldn't make it. I don't want to say, he asked me not to say what they were, so I'm not going to say it. But like, he messaged me a little bit earlier in the day and said he wasn't going to be here. And then I let you guys know. And then Ray's MIA, like Ray always is on Sunday nights. So I'm here with one half of the title fight. I'm here with Mr. Nick Walker. How you doing tonight, Nick?
Man, I'm doing great, Caveman. How about you?
Good, man. Yeah, everyone else must be on vacation. I know you just got back from your vacation. And this is one of the things that was in contention in the little online thing. So like, you guys are going back and forth. Everyone's like, do it on Caveman's Corner. I put it together and no one shows up. So
I was going to say, who knows? Maybe I'm still on vacation. You never know.
You could be. I don't see anything that's got your name on. I don't see any pictures in the background there. Are you on vacation?
Hashtag where's Walker? I don't know. Maybe let's get that going. Hashtag where's Walker?
Yeah, I like it. Hashtag where's Walker. That's awesome. As long as you show up on August the 3rd, we're good to go.
August 3rd. I'm definitely going to be there. You're going to know where I'm going to be at. Buffalo Riverworks, August 3rd.
You don't look like you're on vacation. I see some veins popping out there in your biceps in that picture.
Well, I mean, veins can't be in shape. Maybe I want to look good on vacation.
Yeah, for sure. I saw you doing a little kayaking, so you're getting some rowing action in.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that was my favorite one so far. I'm not gonna lie. Part of that inspiration came from Shannon Briggs pulling up on Klitschko when he was on his paddleboard, talking junk, trying to get a fight. I was like, I was like, you know what? I'm on some beautiful open water. Why not?
That was funny. I like that picture. I also I saw some other pictures of you like actually putting work in the gyms there. How difficult is that to be with your family, or at least your girlfriend or your wife? I'm sorry, I don't remember if you're married or not. But how's it to be with your girl? You're on vacation. Like, hey, babe, I gotta go work out right now. I gotta fight.
Well, I mean, my family and my girl know me. Like, it's no big deal. And plus, I'm not working out like, well, I'm picking and choosing my spots. If anything, I work hard, play hard.
Yeah, for sure.
You just gotta know how to prioritize.
Yeah, I got one more question. All the Team Empire guys are known for cardio. I had one of you guys is gonna fight. I had with the Spar guys in today, and when Evan was in, I was like, man, just be ready to go to war because those Empire guys are always in shape. I've never seen an Empire guy at any weight, any fighter ever run out of gas, no matter how the fight win or lose. I've never seen you guys run out of gas. Do you think this vacation is gonna affect that at all, or is Empire just gonna kick your butt in?
Wait, affected for me? Or are we talking about?
Yeah, affected for you. Like, vacation is going to affect your cardio.
Man, listen, all I'm going to say is people can think what they want. Like I said, I'm going to show up on August 3rd. I'm a grown man. I choose I do what I choose to do. And however I show up in shape or not, that would be up to me, wouldn't it?
I don't know, man. I've never seen a player got run out of gas. I can just see your coaches over there like, all right, Nick, let's go. They're making do extra work.
Then let's speak to just look at my past fights. Like, let's speak to the rap sheet then. Like you said, you never see me get tired. It is what it is. Like, I'm not good. I don't gotta gas myself up too much. I know what I'm bringing.
Yeah, I know for sure too. But like, I wanted you and Q to argue about this, so I got B on Q's side right now. So
hey, don't worry about that. Like I said. Because who knows? Maybe if we had us on anyways, it could have been a format of having one of us on, then both of us hop on, then the first guy dip out, and the second guy get his interview. Because I mean, it's just what more time to talk about and promo the fight, right? So let him take care of his stuff. It's no big deal, man. Like we got a good interview going. We got some good energy going. We can talk, and we got a good card to talk about. So why not?
Dude, oh my God, the card is amazing. I got the final card on my phone today. Me and Keith were talking about it a little bit earlier in the day. Actually, right before the Spar guys came in. I'm sorry that I'm training with some of your guys as bad guys, but I train everybody, man. You guys came in, I trained you. I'm like Switzerland, man. Like, I'm just trying to get so for me, like I talk a lot of shit about you guys all the time, right? I talk shit on here. I talk shit
Yeah.
when I commentate. Like I want you guys to be able to come in and punch me in the face for all the shit I talk. Like I want you guys to know, like I'm no different than you. I put in my time too. You know what I mean? And like give you guys the opportunity to come in and get it out on me sometimes. You know, so just so you know, like I legitimately can say what I think because you know I'm in the trenches too, and
Yeah,
like
and
I think without that I can't be really that critical of you guys. You know.
man, listen, everyone's got an opinion. Everyone's allowed to have an opinion. Like I was just watching something earlier. I mean, it's kind of old, maybe old news at this point. I'm catching up on stuff. Shakur Stevenson was complaining about people giving their opinions to his fight, saying how they thought it was boring and stuff. I didn't watch the fight yet. I'm personally in no rush to see it just yet. Maybe I'll see it. Maybe I'll probably watch this next one if it's a good matchup anyways. But that's an opinion. You know, I'm allowed to have one that like everyone else is about any kind of fight. You can prefer any fight style. You can prefer any kind of fighter. You can have your preferences. It's really no big deal. Like if you're allowed to be a fan, you're allowed to have your opinion.
So to circle it back to your fight, well, what do you know about Q?
What do I know about him? I know he's pulling up to fight. I know. This fight could have been at 165 or 170. You know, like I'll say shout out to Keith for just giving the options and for me just finding an opponent for one because I'm not gonna lie, it's like recently had a family member or a family friend ask me like, "Hey Nick, you still fighting?" And like it kind of hurt my soul. I was like, "Man, not for lack of trying. Like I've been trying to be active, man." And so it's like I'm not that like I'm not really taking breaks out here. Like I've been trying to fight for titles like ever since I fought in like what in October. Like I've
Yeah.
been training for 5 round fights. Like I've been trying to win a title, trying to progress, trying to fight with elbows, trying to fight Muay Thai title fights and stuff. But not for whatever circumstances happen, stuff happens, people fall out, and you try to take whichever opportunity is available and stuff, and unfortunately, just stuff just keeps getting pushed back and pushed back. It's I'm not exclusive to that happening to anybody in the fight game, so it's like you just got to keep training, keep getting better during the meantime.
Yeah, just so the K4 fans know, you were scheduled to fight Mikey Stevens, and then that fight didn't happen. Was that
Uh,
twice or just one time? And you had another fight scheduled that also got pulled out. And now Stevens is turning pro, so we won't see that one until you guys are both pro.
Well,
Um,
listen, I was gonna say like, so what's good with the 60-pound Muay Thai belt? Is that vacant or like what? Because it has not been contested for since April 29th of 2023, and like I said, however long we've had people available to fight for it, and trying to build our way and fight for it. So it's like, uh, and then yeah, so that fight was scheduled. We tried to make it happen. We were still trying to make it happen even recently until, like you said, he's choosing to turn pro. Of course, like it's not up to me to hold. Not I'm not holding up no one's career, but it's like he's a grown man. He's allowed to do what he wants to do for what's better for his career. It's like it's no big deal to me. Like it would have been a good fight. Everyone's saying he's like got the best hands in Buffalo. I'm like I would have had something to say about that. It's no big deal.
Yeah,
Yes,
I was really excited to see that matchup.
I was
Man, I
excited
was
to be
so
part
pumped
of
when I
it.
saw it, and then like I knew it was go off, and I was like, oh my god, like I thought that was probably the best fight that K4 has put together in a very very long time.
It would have been a great stylistic matchup. Like I know it would have been great for the fans, and like it would have been a just a good experience to be a part of because I've said it before when I first started fighting for K4, I was like I want the best names on my record. I want to be part of the best fights, and to be the best version of myself, I have to like go through the fire. I have to like I want people to look back on on my resume or my record to be like, oh crap, he was part of this fighter, or he fought this guy when this guy was on a roll or something. You know what I mean?
For sure. You do not duck anyone. You're always looking for the toughest fight. I can say that. I'm behind the scenes a little bit more than some of the other fans. I can tell you, Nick Walker's always ready to fight, and he's always looking for the toughest fights he can get. It's not turning down no one. It's not for lack of trying, and that's why I wanted to bring this up because I know that you've been trying to get these title fights. So you had the option of 65 or 70, and you picked 70, or you guys agreed to 70?
Yeah, we agreed to it because at the end of the day, just whichever's convenient for anybody. It's a K1 fight, like, and what is it? It's not that it was anybody's preference. It's like, hey, like, there's no 70-pound champions yet, so I was like, hey, let's start a new path because there was Stevens had the 60 title, and then I was also scheduled to possibly fight for the 60 K1 title. But that's another thing. I was like, at the end of the day, I've still been trying to fight for a Muay Thai title because like I do want to like get experience in 5-round fights and also to utilize elbows and stuff to be able to get more, get better at that skill set. What's good, Ray? Nice BK.
Hey, what's up, man?
Was it? Unfortunately, Perry went down and McGregor had to go and fire him. But we'll get to that later.
Did you see what he said? He owns part of bare knuckle too. He's like, you can't fire me.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. But yeah, in terms of the 65 title, I tuned into that Brian Miller and Victor Elizondo fight. That was a good fight. Whatever's going on with Brian Miller, maybe he'll come back or defend one of the other ones. But like I said, there was no 70 champs, so I was like, whether it be 65 Muay Thai or K1, 70 K1 or Muay Thai, I just want 5-round experience. Like I want to keep building up to like those next steps, and at least for now, this amateur career into whichever hopeful eventual career I can turn this into.
Yeah, that sounds good. So since you can eat whatever you want, you've been eating at the family Jamaican place, or what's going on with that?
Hey, maybe I I still, when I fought at 70 the last time, guys know I still had to lose weight. I wasn't just like walking in there just like not cutting the weight, man. I gotta be in shape. What do you mean, man?
Yo, you can't be eating.
Hey man, better plug than that.
Hey man, you can't eat a beef patty and train for a fight.
Maybe no one knows. I mean, I don't. You almost got me to say one time what my walk around weight was, but I think I was like just what I happened to be at that moment. Not even at that moment, but I gave a vague idea. But I mean, no one really knows what I walk around at right now. And not that I'm trying to keep it a secret, but it's a fun little game when people are trying to figure out when they see me fighting anywhere between 55, 70, 75. And they're like, wait, what's going on?
Your teammates telling us what you walk around at right there.
Heavyweight title. Who knows? Hey. Well, I mean, we got Isaac Eddings coming out of Empire. I'm pretty sure why was nobody able to get matched up with him and fight for the title?
Oh man, Gabe, the disrespect to cutting him 155.
Yeah. Hey, I could do it. I could do it though. I did it though. I made the weight.
He did make the weight. I gotta say, you never not made weight, which is an amazing thing to have in your repertoire. Like making weight's an important part of the game, and you may weight every time.
Yeah, making weight's a big part of the game. It's like everyone likes to say it's the fight before the fight, but honestly, it's not easy. Some people say it should be easy. Sometimes it shouldn't. Depends on like how much of an advantage you're looking for with how much you're cutting. But because every risk and reward, you weigh your options, whether you want to like kind of walk into it or whether you want to cut like a big amount and come down. But it's more so like the commitment that, at least to me, like the commitment that you make to yourself. It's like, hey, if like you're gonna do this, like pick a path and like just choose to do it. Like Miyagi says, like one side of the road you're fine, the other side you're fine, middle of the road squish like great. Like you don't like be ready to cut weight or just know what you're doing. Like to everybody is like what my advice would be. Don't just cut the weight just because you think you should. Maybe you shouldn't be cutting weight. You know what I mean? Like just do what's best for you. And you got to figure it out over time. It'll take a couple times.
I do got a Gay Vegas story. So I had a couple guys fight on a different card and a different promotion, and Gabe was also on that card winning the title. And like before the weigh, I was like, "Hey, Gabe, what's up?" And he's like, he wouldn't even talk to me, dog. He was so upset.
Yeah,
from the cut. But
tough.
After the weight cut, dude, he was the most cordial and awesome guy, like he always is. I was like, "Oh, damn, he must be really hurting." But he also made weight. He always makes weight. So shout out to Gabe Vega. Congratulations on his title, dog. Always much respect for everybody.
Yeah, I was. Like I said, he unfortunately, when we talk about that online thing, unfortunate for him because he did catch a crazy straight from me. And he had the best comment on the whole post. I'm not even gonna lie. But like I said, I have respect for the people that step in there with me. I only tried to use that as like a reference point of like whatever we were talking about at that moment. But yeah, like I said, because obviously with like I do have respect for the opponents that I have and have shared the ring with because yeah, sometimes I've tried to find opponents and it hasn't always worked out, or sometimes not everyone's destinies are meant to match up. So it's like I'm thankful to have crossed paths with those guys. I've learned lessons in the fights with them and stuff, become a better fighter for those experiences. So, like I said, they stepped in there with me. Like like I have to give props to them. I couldn't have fought without them.
Awesome. Let's kick it back to your family diner. That's what I was trying to get to when we got off to this weight thing. How's it going?
Yeah.
I know Ray ate out there. How was it, Ray?
No, I didn't eat yet there. I ain't go out there
You
yet.
didn't eat there yet? I thought who
Not
said
yet,
it
not yet.
in
But
our group
listen,
text that we got?
I said I want
Well,
to go out there and eat. We go out there a lot to Rochester. I want to go out there to eat.
Oh
My
man.
family, we love the Jamaican food, so we got to go out there and eat.
yes,
For
sir.
sure,
I
we got to
remember.
go out there.
What is it? Did you say? I forget. Was it Queens or Brooklyn that you said you were from?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Okay, I just wanted to because I knew it was NYC, but I couldn't remember which borough. Oh, Keith went. Yeah, Keith said it was
Oh,
him.
that's who was in our
And
text.
that's
We
why
had
Oh,
a
I
Keith,
group
yeah,
knew this
text.
Keith
was
did
Keith.
go.
Yeah, we had a
Shout out
K-4 text.
Dennis.
I thought that was you, Ray.
But
No,
yeah,
that was Keith.
yeah, my peoples were good. My peoples are good. Was it the restaurant? It's been going good. We were actually gearing up for Carafest pretty much the weekend after the fight. Carafest, August 10th here in Rochester, which is going to be the parade and the festival downtown. And then the day after that, August 11th, is going to be the annual Libby's Family Fun Day. I believe it's going to be the 9th year that we're doing it in Genesee Valley Park here in Rochester. And that's something. Well, okay, yeah, the fights are going to be August 3rd, and then the week, and then that's the following week, the 10th and the 11th is the fun day, and that's where everybody can go. It's free of charge. Kids eat free. How we serve food. There's going to be live music, games for everybody. There's also, I already said live music,
Yep.
live music, games, selling food. What'd you say, babe? Ice cream, whether for the kids or if you're a big kid like me, you want some ice cream. There's gonna be some dancing. There's gonna be a bit of everything. There's gonna be good vibes all around. And usually we have a soccer tournament as well.
Nice. So you
Oh,
can eat some ice
nice.
cream after your fight, and then you can play some soccer and work it right off.
Yep, it was. Be large and in charge.
So what's the address for the restaurant?
The address is 1538 Howard Road in Rochester, New York, and over in Westgate Plaza, right next to the post office.
Nice. So guys, there's another promotion. I'm going to say the name of the promotion right now. FCP. They run all their fights out of Rochester. So every time we go to Rochester for the FCP fights, we should go stop
Yep.
over at the Walker's restaurant and
Stop
I
over
help
at
them out
Libby's
too, man.
Jamaican Restaurant.
Yeah, we should do that. So
call them at 585-529-4450.
585 what?
529-4450.
I'm trying to put it in the chat. 529.
Oh yeah. I need me some jerk chicken and some beef patties and
I'll look it up and I'll post it in here later. I was trying to write it down. Like I can't type very fast.
It's all
I
good.
don't know
It's
which
all
guy
good.
ever. My number
No,
lock thing is on. I'm pressing it. None of the numbers are coming up.
I'm trying to get
I
better at
don't
this
know where
promo thing.
the
Like
button
you
is
see
to
me,
make it work.
I'm trying to get better at this promo thing. You see me stuttering and stuff. I'm like, oh dang, what so much stuff to remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, I
nah,
watched your softball, dude, about like going into your family restaurant plug, and you turned it into a whole different thing. So we went 10 minutes the wrong way. I was trying to give it an easy plug, but that's okay. We'll work on it. You're all about the fight. That's what fighters are. We just think about fights.
Oh yeah, but then I guess in terms of I guess if we are going to talk about them, relax you two. In terms of talking about them, my favorite meal over at Livy's would probably have to be some rice and peas, some jerk chicken, some cabbage.
yeah.
I like some yellow yam and some oxtail gravy over the top of all of it, and some
Nice.
jerk sauce.
Yeah, that sounds good. That doesn't sound like a 155er meal, but that sounds good.
Hey, I mean, it depended on how far I am in the camp, we can make it work.
Yeah, that sounds really good actually. All right, I know we got some other plugs to do. I know you got a barber friend, so like I'm all about small business. I got my own small gym, and I know how hard it is to go. You got a barber friend. Why don't you shout him out real quick?
So just for the order and sequence. So, yeah, I got two other ones I'll say, and I'll say my girlfriend's one. I'll save my girlfriend's
I'll
one
save that one for
because
last. We got hang on.
yep,
Whoa, whoa,
I'll save
time
that
out.
one for last.
You
I'm
got
just
you got to save the
previewing.
girlfriend for
Yeah,
last because she's the most
yeah, I'm just
important.
previewing it.
I got this. I got this worked out for you, dog. We're doing your
I know, I'm
girlfriend last.
previewing
She's
it.
the most important.
And then yeah, so my friend Aaron Buckley recently went into business for himself. He recently just opened up a barber shop called Ace of Fades. You can follow him on Instagram at, I believe it's at _ Ace of Fades. I don't know if there's a one in there, but you could look him up on Instagram, Aaron Buckley. Just because I gotta say, because he always gets me right before the fights. He takes pretty much good care of the team. I'm right now. You're gonna have to talk to him about like his availability because he's getting everything together. He's about to have a grand opening. He's got some good merch, some T-shirts. I'm gonna need to get me one. Who knows? He's probably about to see me repping some in some promo for the fight. But yeah, he always gets me right before my fights and before any time I got a party to go to, before I got another vacation to be on. You know, you got to get right.
All right, so we got the Ace of Fades, and then last but not least, I mean this in the least offensive way. Your girlfriend's got something going on online, and it's not OnlyFans. That's all I know about her. So
No,
why
God,
don't you
no.
let me know about that?
But so my girlfriend's business, it's called Valid Girls, and you can look it up at www.validgirls.com. It's an online boutique, and she also offers a bunch of other services on there, such as travel style consulting. She offers just style consulting in general, but like for girls and that travel from big metro areas to other places and go on vacation rather often. She recently just had a swimsuit show. She's had lingerie shows in the past, showcasing the different lines and different collections that she builds her collections like as the seasons change and stuff, and she tries to find different exclusive items and different things that will be eye catching to people while they're on
Is
their
she
trips
looking
and
at you
such.
right now?
No, she's not looking at me. I'm just going off the dome right now. Like I said, I had mad
okay.
stuff. I had mad stuff going on, anyways. But I'm just thinking about like all the stuff that she does, or even that she has been involved in, because she does a lot of business for herself, and she is a big motivator to me. Where it's like whenever I want to be lazy, or whenever I'm like, okay, I don't have the energy, or I really should be, or I could do this, I could relax and do this, that, instead of just do some hedonistic activity. And I'll be like, well, right now, if she had some free time, she would be working on another business right now, or working on another one of her ideas that she's planning on putting in motion. So I'm like, how could I be stagnant when I've got someone literally like that next to me?
Yeah, it's super important. Like when you're building an empire, that you have a lady that's just as disciplined and
Yep, just as disciplined and motivated as I am. Because
yeah,
the two things are
motivate is
like,
not really the right word. I was trying to think of a word better than motivated, but I was having a really hard time. Like
it's all good, but yeah,
yeah, like
she's
it
got
is like
other fashion shows she's about to be a part of. Other ones that not necessarily auditions and stuff, but or future rehearsals. Like I've got to double check the dates of those shows, but you check my Facebook, I'll always be sharing her stuff. You check her Facebook, Naya Kane, or at Naya Kane on Instagram, or once again at Valid Girls on Instagram, or validgirls.com is where you can also find her on online boutique and all of her other stuff. Yeah, it's just plugs on plugs on plugs, because it's like got to get the word out. Like I'm building this platform, I'm having these fights. I wish I could. One thing for fighters I wish eventually is that we could make royalties on some of our highlights, because if we can get the word out more and more, or stuff like promo just helps get the word out more and more about businesses and products that we're involved in, that help us get to the fights in general. You know what I mean? So we got to pay it back to those people the best we can as well.
I'm gonna ask you the stupidest question that's been in my mind since you said it. What's a boutique? Like I know people say it all the time. I don't even know what it is. Like my wife talks about boutiques all the time. I don't know what she's talking about. I'm like too embarrassed to ask her. So I can ask you like man to man. What's a boutique?
It's like a higher class of just areas to shop in. Like instead of like some people go into department stores and stuff, but like a boutique is like that's more of a personalized like experience in a business. Like someone, it's not that they're just trying to be any run of the mill shop. It's like they can, like her whole thing with Valid Girls is like part of the experience as well. It's like you want, like she wants people to feel special, and she wants them to feel like there's a certain kind of vibe. Like same with any kind of promotion or any kind of brand. Like you want a certain vibe or energy attached to that thing, and like it's what makes her stand out. Well, that's mainly in terms of the branding, but a boutique is like I said, it's more of a personalized store and a personalized shopping experience.
For sure, for sure. And then I got to plug everyone that's on YouTube now watching. Make sure that you guys click like and subscribe because it helps us grow. We're trying to get to 5,000. We passed 4,000 finally. Trying to get to 5,000 subscribers. Keep it coming. Like all the subscribers that we get, everyone helps us, and then can make some money on YouTube. And once again, we'll be giving away bonuses, Caveman's Corner bonuses. So giving away $100 for fight of the night, $100 for knockout of the night, $100 for submission of the night, and that's $400 total. Because both fighters for fight of the night get $100, not just the winner.
So, but they can also get more, like Caveman said. If y'all like, comment, subscribe. If y'all buy tickets using the promo code, was it right below here at K4 Walker, or you can
that gives him money. So K4 Walker gives him money,
or you can use K4 Caveman. I was gonna get to you, Caveman, or you can use K4 Caveman because that one will be added to the overall pot that can if there's more knockouts and more submissions, like and word gets around to the back rooms, a lot of fighters are gonna fight a lot harder for y'all, whether it be live or whether you're watching on the stream that you can buy for the live pay-per-view at K4Fighting.tv.
You got it. And when you listen to that, you hear me and Ray and Crazy Stoner Ben Field, and we'll be bringing you the fights live once again.
I'm getting better at it. I told you, was it now that, because it's not that I'm not motivated to promo and stuff. It's like, I guess in a way, I had to build my portfolio that like people would know that they want to watch me fight as opposed to just want to watch me talk about my fights. Because it's like now I can at least like say to people like if people ask me like, hey, where can I find your fights? I'm like, thankfully I can be like, hey, you can go watch them on YouTube. Like type in K4 Fighting, Nicholas Walker. You can watch like at least my last 3 fights. K4 promoted with another promotion I fought for, Art of Combat. You can watch my other fights there too. But it's like it's nice. It's nice to be able to like easy for non-combat sports fans. Like the easier the access, like the easier it is to like allow someone to watch you or like have access to your stream. Like the less clicks, kind of the better. It's like just whether it be just marketing in general or just if they're not used to the space, you don't want them to be discouraged by like, oh, I don't know if this is like a legit stream, or I don't know like why do I gotta go to the pay-per-view buy an old pay-per-view to watch your fight or something, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got the stream right there. Look at that. Like I'm well prepared. That's where you can get tickets at. Or you can just go to Riverworks Events, type that in your search bar, and it'll come up there. And then when you go to buy tickets, there's going to be a promo code thing. You have to click on that to give the bonuses to the fighters. So make sure that if you're one Nick Walker,
if you're buying
that.
any ticket, even if you don't like me, even if you hate my guts, even if you want to see me get KO'd, but use somebody's promo code because the fighters work really hard. There's a ton more fighters out there that want to be at this card, like a ton more even guys in my gym, out of my gym, that wish they could get matchups and stuff. So it's like they got to keep training at the end of the day. So it's just waiting for these shows to pop up and stuff. So it's like helping the fighters, helping the shows. Like, hey, the money's gonna go somewhere, so you may as well try to. Everyone wants to donate something, may as well know where you're donating, right?
Yeah, for sure. And then like K4 is a premier organization. Like everyone wants to fight for here. Like the titles mean so much. Like no one just gets a title. Like everyone earns a title. And I want to like bring it back to Q. You said whatever about Q, but what do you know about him? What film have you seen on him? I know he's been like in the dark for quite a bit. I've trained with him for quite a long time over at WNY before I started my own place. So I know like he's pretty intense too, just like you. He's real calm. He's got a lot of experience. I don't know how much of his tape is online though, because he was fighting back in the grungy old days before everyone started streaming him. So how much have you been able to find out about him?
He was fighting back when some of my coaches were still fighting. But in terms of, I know he's like 5-0, no approximate height. Might have a feel for like the build and stuff, but in general, like I've fought guys where I didn't have a lot of data on them before, so it's like I gotta be the best version of yourself. At the end of the day, like you said, like you knew what some of the stuff behind the scenes, like as far up or as close to the fights as it's getting. Like, hey, bro, like send somebody, like hey, like just be ready. and be ready to win. Because at the end of the day, that's the mindset. It's like I can styles make fights and stuff, but the more interesting the fight, it's like I would just like it to be interesting for the fans. Like I want it to be a good fight for y'all, because as far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't consider myself to have been in any boring fights yet. So I try to be all action anyways.
And here's the thing about Q, like he's really good, but he hasn't fought in a really long time.
Like
So how
8
much of
years
the
or
ring
so.
rust is coming out? Nick Walker's trying to fight all the time, I
Yeah.
know he also switched gyms too. He went from WNY, he's over at Boomin now. So he's actually training like in Keith's gym. So like you have another advantage because his head coach is a promoter, so he won't be in the corner because it's a conflict of interest for him. So that's a one more advantage that you have.
Yeah, and that's actually funny to think, because I didn't think about that, because like I said, I normally just prepare for the best version of anybody that's coming. It's like, yo, like if I know they're coming to win, I know I'm coming to win. Like my like victory is the mission. I want that title. Like I said, like as far as I'm concerned, I've been visualizing fighting and winning a title for so long at this point. Like I'm just ready to put pen to paper. I'm ready to make that walk. I'm ready to like reach that next step. I'm ready to earn this experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm picking
I get
this
that.
fight of the night.
It's
It's gonna be fight of the night.
It's gonna be something of the night. Hey man, that's the thing. That's why I was saying. I think I said a long time ago, about a year ago, when I fought for y'all, and when I beat Dylan, that we need a performance of the night bonus, because sometimes guys are gonna be tough. You can't always guarantee a knockout. Like, yeah, I tried. I pushed. You saw I pushed it. I pushed the
Yeah.
envelope literally to the last second. And he ain't want to give me my KO. I was like, dang, I'm not leaving here with a bonus
Yeah.
of that. Like,
That's kind of why we usually make fight of the night the one that goes a distance. So like knockout night usually doesn't go the distance. Fight of the night, like I don't want fight of the night knockout. I would if I had more money to have them be both the same thing. But
or
I
even
don't
like
have enough
that's what I
money,
mean,
so
a performance of the night bonus, just because like if someone's styling, but maybe they don't get a finish, like just put,
yeah.
but just dominates or something. It's just you know, you get a
So
little
do you know
something
that
for it.
Smelter kid?
Which one?
I don't know. This kid Smelter, Jason Smelter.
Oh,
He's
yep.
fought on K-4 a couple times. He's from
Don't
I forgot what gym he's
don't
from.
know him personally. Think he trains over at Synthesis.
Yeah. And he talked himself into performance of the night bonus for me. He said, "Come on, man, you gotta give me one. I gotta go." And I ended up giving him $100 like over Zell. I felt terrible. Like I didn't want to give it to him, and like I gave it to him anyways.
Hey, well,
But he
I
talked
can't
himself into it. So
I can't complain, because I already got my fight of the night bonus when me and Brett went to war, and that was a good
yeah.
fight. That was a fun fight, and that fight was another one where y'all could probably say there wasn't a lot of build up for that one, but people, and that's what I was gonna say, like what I meant earlier when I said building up my portfolio, because I got to show that even on 10 days notice, and like 10 days notice, stepping up 10, 15 pounds. Just wanted all the smoke, was still ready to go, still went the distance, still pushed the pace, still like and that's the thing, still tried to do damage the whole time. And Brett was
Not
tough.
only did you go up a weight class, 10 days notice against a guy that was training for that fight the whole camp, and you cracked him with some shots that were like killing normal man. Like you got him to the body real good in the first round, and like he just kept coming, and you had to keep putting it out. That was a super amazing fight, and I felt bad because he got robbed too, so he lost money
Yeah,
before that.
that was tough, and that's another reason why I was like, things were able to align with me and him, where he was like, he was able to recoup that, thankfully.
Yeah, and it sucks that happens, but sometimes that shit happens, man. And like anyone that robs a fighter, you're a scumbag, dude. Like we ain't got a lot of money, so like when you're cutting weight, you're not the most careful person, and it's not because people aren't responsible, man. Cutting weight is literally you're
Cutting
close to
weight is
dying
tough.
at times.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. I've got some funny weight cut stories, but I don't think I should say them online. Just because it's like, just because y'all, like Gabe said, it's like me cutting to 55 was a crime. It's a crime.
Yeah.
It's a travesty.
It can be not great.
But I was able to fight the way I did, right? So it's like maybe I was doing something right.
All right, so I gotta get a prediction from you. I want to run down the K4 card with you because there's a lot of Team Empire guys on the card. But what's your prediction for this fight? How do you win and what round?
My prediction for this fight, man, listen, I actually have a question about Q's prediction for this fight. I'm sure we'll get to it later if we do an interview later. But what makes him like I don't know. He kept saying this fight won't go past 2 rounds, and I just laughed to myself. I mean, I'm not really gonna get too much into what I think about it, but it's just funny that that's his prediction because I assume he's had to have based it on something he's seen, and it is what it is. But it'll be. We'll see. We'll see. My prediction for this fight. My only prediction for this fight is victory. I will say. I've been saying it. Victory in spectacular fashion. Victory in a highlight reel fashion, because I was just watching some video the other day where talking about how much highlights are forever. You want your highlight reel to be a movie. Conor McGregor was talking about, and I'm like, yep. Because really, like I was talking about earlier, about fighters making money, maybe we can get to the day where a fighter can earn royalties off of their highlight reels or something, or how many replays or how many shares and stuff they get. Because it's like,
you can put your own shit together, put it on YouTube. You can make money doing that for sure.
Yeah, and it's like, but it's not that there's so much saturation and stuff, but yeah, people got to stand out. And yeah, at the end of the day, I want people to want to watch me fight, and that's what I was saying earlier about people having an opinion. Like I've had people. Like someone can look at my record and be like, "Oh, Nick goes to decision. He's a boring fighter. Like, oh, he's got no power and blah blah blah." And I'm like, "All right, think what you want to think. Just I'd respect your opinion more when you watch the fights, and then you give me your opinion. You know what I mean?"
For sure. Or you can just be like Ray and have the whole highlight reel of groin kicks.
Yep, that's the thing.
For the record, hey Nick, for the record, you're not a boring fighter at all.
No, you're definitely not boring at all. I don't think you're boring either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I try to bring the action. I try to win by stoppage. Everyone wants to win everyone would want to win via 10-second knockout, like just run out there, boom, crack a guy, and then you walk away, you're done.
I did it in 4. I just gotta say I did it in 4, and that highlight is like nowhere. I did it for 4 in a professional fight, and like I don't even have the official fight tape of it.
Nah, you got to talk to the promoter. I'd still be hunting down that promoter.
Yeah, King Cage too, like a big promotion, like for real.
Yeah. I don't know about that one, man. You must have knocked out their hometown guy. You must have knocked out the guy they were trying to build up.
Yeah. All right, let's go through the Empire Academy guys. You got Jack Earl. He's taking on Evan Herbert. So Herbert actually came in and sparred with me today. I don't want to give away anything that's not fair to give away, but he's in shape. He's got some good kicks. He's moving really well. These are the first 2 guys fighting on Empire Academy. So what can you tell me about Jack?
What can I tell you about Jack is that Jack's got a great work ethic. Jack's got a great attitude, and Jack has been, even as a debut fighter, he's been developing his fight IQ and his decision making. And the more conscious he becomes about just the game in general, like the sky's the limit for a guy like him. Like, because he's got a great attitude for wanting to continue. He's becoming more settled as he's getting he's starting to turn into a man and stuff. As I think he's however old he is, and yeah, I can't wait for the debut, because a lot of guys, once they make their debut, it gives you a good glimpse, like their first 1 or 2 fights, on like the kind of fighter they're going to turn into.
For sure, I like the sound of that. And Evan's a middle-aged guy too. He's in good shape. I know I warned him. I was like, Empire Academy guys never get tired, so make sure if you come to this fight, you're in shape, because Empire don't ever get tired. I guarantee that.
Apparently it's a specialty for us, but I mean, the standard I've had for myself is I wouldn't want a fighter that gets tired. You know what I mean? That's just me.
I definitely understand 100%. Then next fight we have Adam Kasim. He's taking on Conor Gray. I don't know anything about Conor Gray except he's from American Top Team PA. What can you tell me about Adam?
He's from ATTPA. All right, I'll note that. But yeah, Adam Kasim, he's that's my last point. I'll just say, Elf never forgets. I'll just say it. But Adam, in terms of what I can say about him, another debut guy, same as Jack. Good work ethic, good attitude. Been working for the opportunity, and it's not, like I said, for Empire. It's when our guys make debuts, our coach likes to know. Like I said, it's not that we have like a super high standard, but it's like, yo, bro, like we want to know that you're ready to fight. Like some people that you can train for like 3 weeks, 6 weeks, your coach might ask you like, hey, you ready to fight or something? And yeah, you can technically fight. Like you can fight half a round, you know what I mean? But it's not that cardio specifically a cardio thing specifically for us. But it's like I was saying with the stuff with Jack earlier. It's a decision making. It's an IQ. It's like, do you like? Does the coach know that you're gonna go out there and not just lay an egg and not just get hurt or something, or not be coachable when you're out there? For Adam, he's gonna go out there. I think he's got a decent visualization. I hope he's got a decent visualization of what the fight is right now, and because like we said, we don't know much about Conor Grace, so I just told him, hey, bro, you got to go out there, keep an open mind, stay within yourself, and this just be prepared to become the best version of yourself even while you're going through adversity.
And then we have Carlos Gonzalez. He's taking on Jacob Efrat from the Academy of Pittsburgh.
CJ, y'all got to see CJ fight. His last one was the last fight he participated in was Keenan Hines. Unfortunately, decision didn't go his way. You know, he'll get better. Got better in the clinch and stuff. You know, just first Muay Thai fight. Keenan had a bit more experience with that, but then he unfortunately the next fight he was scheduled in just gave him a bit over. Just had a mishap at the scale. Other guy didn't want to give him the extra time or didn't want to take the fight, I guess. And but CJ, he's got his mentality right now. He's bulletproof. He's understood the pitfalls that he's went through. They really heard about that. Yeah, he's understood the pitfalls that he's went through, and it's made him a better fighter. And he was already good before, which was dangerous, and now it's like, okay, now we get to see like who he's becoming. And it's not that this is going to be his like third official fight, so it's like maybe the shin guards are coming off. I don't know how many fights this guy's had.
Yep, this is advanced rules, so shin guards are off this fight.
Shin guards are off, no headgear and everything. And it's like the less gear you've got out there, the more locked in you kind of become. And CJ, he's a guy that sometimes tunnel vision can kind of be a bad thing, but when you're focused on a task, he's unshakable. You can't. It's hard to even get his attention. He's only hearing coach and he's only seeing the target at hand.
I gotta say two things about that. Number one, I brought Keenan Hines in a bunch. I've been sparring him a little bit. He swept me one time he came in, and I swept him last 3 times last time he came in. I didn't let him sweep me again, and I told him I was going to talk about this online a lot. And I wrote it down in my little notebook, never be swept by Keenan Hines again. And I wanted to make sure that he knew I was going to sweep him over and over again.
Yes, sir.
So I got Keenan Hines. Keenan Hines is for real. So that was not
that wasn't an easy fight. That wasn't an easy fight. He gave him good work, gave him good hands, showed some boxing, showed his combinations, his kicks, level changes, a bunch of good stuff he showed off. But like I said, it's only up from there because honestly, from that fight, looking back on it, I don't think it was a good version of CJ, but I don't think that was the greatest version of CJ of what I know of him to be. And I know he wouldn't take offense to me saying that. And that's me. I think I would hope that he actually takes that as a compliment, being yo, bro, I know your potential. I know what you bring when you go to fight, especially somebody your size, you're running them over.
Yeah, I'm not texting. I'm just looking at the card. I have the actual card listed here. So I know I keep looking down, but I'm actually looking down at the card.
I'm on my phone. Sometimes when I'm glancing, I'm looking at the comments, I'm trying to be tapped in and stuff.
Yeah, I'm listening to everything you're saying. I'm just thinking about what I'm going to say next too while I'm listening. So I'm taking and absorbing. The second thing I wanted to say is, just like you said, sometimes when you fight with headgear and shin guards on, it feels like practice. It doesn't even really feel like a fight. It doesn't feel really dangerous until you're out there really getting hit. But, when you first go out there, it just kind of seems it's not the same. Once you take the shin pads and headgear off, it's a different story. You're really locked in differently. And, that's something that a non-fighter would not even know about, And that was a really cool comment. I never really thought about it like that. And that clicked in me right away when you said that, too. And I thought that was an awesome observation. Then we got this fight. Man, I gotta give. I'm sorry, this is the guy your guy's fighting, but I gotta give Ahmad Awad man some props. Every time I watch this kid fight, I'm I never say letting the free running up to the fight how great he is, but that kid is awesome, and I can't wait to see him fight Isaiah Price. This is a fight. This one might be fighting night, Ray. We're gonna have to keep an eye on this one. This one's gonna be a banger for sure.
It's gonna be a good one. Yeah, build them up, because at the end of the day, you guys might not know Isaiah yet, but you ain't gonna forget him after you watch this fight. Because all I know is, or all the best thing I can say about when he comes to fight is, boy, does he come to fight. Like,
I heard that from Dennis too.
what the
Boy,
heck? What is that
yeah.
headgear? What is that headgear?
You have to wear headgear, Mickey, until your first two fights. It's not like when you fought. It's not the Stone Ages anymore. Mickey fought back before there was like commissions and
Yeah.
stuff. So before
But
you
yeah,
got two fights, you have to wear headgear now. So the
but
rules,
yeah,
it's not the guy's choice. Trust me, no one wants to wear headgear.
Isaiah and Ahmad, that's gonna be a high paced, high volume fight. That's gonna be. I don't even know if I should give too much away for that fight, because it's like the style matchup is gonna be good. That's all I can say. And obviously, I'm gonna back my guy, and I know Ahmad's got like a bunch of experience, and it's gonna look better because a lot of people, like I said, might not know Isaiah. Maybe haven't even. I think you can glance his first fight or something, but of what you do see, I do. It makes you a fan quick, and he's one of my favorite sparring partners. He's one of my better sparring partners. He's a guy that I always get great working with, and
I
he
just
always
think
puts
this
me.
guy's a lot lighter than you too. When you're walking around at 206, because we know you're
Yo,
heavyweight now, thanks to
chill,
Dennis.
chill. But yeah, you think about that, and you think about when he fights at, and you think about, I'm saying he's one of my better sparring partners. You can only assume how good he might be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
And
man,
it's not to put no pressure on him, because I'm sure he's probably at home, probably getting gassed up, thinking about, boy, I can't wait to see, we can't wait to put in some work or something. You know what I mean?
yeah, and man, Dennis told me all about this guy too, so I'm really excited to see this fight. And the only people that are gonna win in this fight are the fans. So no
Oh
matter
yeah,
what happens, man, the fans are gonna get a show. That one is gonna be worth like at least half of the admission for sure.
yep.
I
Oh, and
I
speaking of
guarantee you
admission,
that will be a non-boring fight. Nick
speaking
Walker's
of
fight,
admission,
we don't know. Maybe
before we even get too much farther in card, once again for admission, you want to go to Buffalo Riverworks and buy that ticket online, because you pay less for it online before the fight. You pay more day of the fight. Just saving you some money.
Oh
and
yeah.
with K-4 Walker, Mr. Nick's gonna get some money to give to his girlfriend so she can help
Yeah,
run her business. You
yes
got to pay for
sir.
that vacation somehow.
Hey, I mean, that vacation was planned and paid for. Maybe I'm still enjoying
Yeah, and then we got
it.
this one is one I'm really looking forward to. We got Tyler Robinson versus Dennis Apolotissimo.
Hmm.
Getting
Uh-oh.
closer, getting closer.
You're
Yeah.
getting closer, getting better at it. He's
Yeah.
here in the comments. He's going. He would have
Oh,
corrected you.
Valentissimo. Yeah. He Tissima. Ben loves to say his name, so by the fight time I'll be able to say it again. But him and Tyler Robinson, man, that one is a banger. Tyler's got power in both hands, and Dennis is like so skilled. He knows how to survive.
Yep.
I'm
Yeah,
so excited to see that one, man. That one's gonna be a battle.
that one should be good, because yeah, now that I'm interested to see how Tyler's gonna fight, since like he made his debut on short notice. So obviously, like you get an opponent a few weeks out, you get to study. I'm interested to see how he's gonna come out. But Dennis, like, he's been, since his last fight with the boss. Shout out to boss, by the way. That's a cool homie. What is it? What I'll get to him in a second. But Dennis, he's been getting better since that, because he understood he took that fight on short notice. Yeah, he might have asked for it, but it wasn't a full camp, nor was it a great style matchup for him to deal with. Now he's fighting back at 55, someone more his size, and
Yeah, dude,
um,
that was like way too big, too much height against a kicker. Abu Jabir
mm,
and Opolentissimo was like two hard names to say together. They should never
but
fight each other.
but that's just goes to show that Dennis was like, more so goes to show that he wanted an opportunity to fight, and he was just like, just send
Yep.
anybody. That goes to show his attitude, and like he
Yep.
wants to, like and that goes to show, like, most of us in Empire, it's like we want to find out. Like, a lot of people, they want to be undefeated. They never want to be tested. They want to be able to say they're the best around, or they're undefeated. But like, I want to see other good fighters, and I want to know how that fight between me and them would go. I'm not scared to find out. Like, even Kanye West got a line I always think is funny in one of his songs. I ain't scared to lose a fight. And it's like, you shouldn't be. You should, because it's like, you're not losing. Like, you're learning. You're getting to go through that experience. Like, no one else is going through. No one else gets to participate in that but you and your opponent. So it's like, why would you shy away from those experiences?
100%. Not only that,
But
Dennis.
that's just me, though. Yeah, I mean,
Dennis is a psycho, dude. Dennis is messaging me every day before the fight. He's like, "You guys got anywhere for me? You guys got anywhere for me?" First he was 55. He said, "All right, 70." He's like, "I don't care who it is, anybody."
I
I
don't
was
care.
like, "Oh my
But and
god."
now, like I said, even now he's got a guy more his size, more his experience, and it's not that Boss wasn't his experience, but like I said, it's just different weight classes
He's
and
so
stuff.
tall too. Like the height was just
But
a lot to deal with against a good kicker. You know,
but
like
the style matchup is gonna be good because like you or Keith said, like power versus precision. Like yeah, like Tyler's got some power. Like he dropped the dude like once or twice, right? And then
yeah.
it's not like Dennis doesn't have power either. He was keeping that the dude off of him in his first fight too.
Yeah.
What's his name? Zemansky. He like
Yeah.
I'm sure that
Dude,
dude was
that
probably
guy's
thinking
muscles had muscles. Jake is so
I'm pretty-
big.
I'm sure he didn't think Dennis was gonna back him up like that. And next you know, you see
No.
Dennis bombing that right over and over again.
Dude, I see how much Dennis lifts. Dennis posts a lot of stuff. He probably posts more than he should. And he's a strong little dude. He's putting up a lot of weight. I see him in the gym.
He can pack a punch. He can pack a punch.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
the thing, you know, like he's a big
And-
Pacquiao fan too.
Yeah, and
As he
I
should be,
got on Tyler last time for being out of shape a little bit during commentary, and it's a little bit unfair because he literally the Saturday before the fight he was in there just like trying MMA for the very first time because he was thinking about taking the fight as an MMA fight. So he never grappled before, never did jiu-jitsu before, and like he was trying
So,
it
like-
out. And he decided like, man, I
so,
don't really
like,
like this jiu-jitsu stuff, and they
So like
turned
how
it into a
long has he
kickboxing fight.
trained? Did he like come to the gym and like do a trial and take a fight or something?
No, he
Or,
just
like,
does
has he-
stand up. They were
Oh,
so
okay,
Zach was
okay.
looking for an MMA fight, and Zach wanted to fight MMA, and he only does like stand up. So they're like they almost gave him an MMA fight, but he's like never
I
grappled
was
or
just
never
curious,
wrestled.
like
So
yeah, I was curious as to like how long he had been training because I was like, oh, but he did that off a trial week.
that's his trial class. Dog, he came in.
I
I don't think he's been training that long.
Not that I
Though,
would have
to be
had to
fair.
think any different about the fight, but it's just like, hey, that's just now an even more interesting story. You know what I mean? That's funny.
Yeah, so I'm super excited for that, and I can't wait to see him with a full camp, what he looks like, because he told me, man, my cardio is better than this. I'm sorry, and I want to see it because I always get on people for their cardio. That's why I love you Empire guys so much because you never get tired.
Question: who's the main event, and has all the fights been announced yet? And like in because if they haven't been yet, you don't have to say how many more there are because I've just been trying to like wonder like. There are some guys on the scene where I'm like wondering like why they haven't got matched up yet or what weights they're trying to fight at and stuff. You know, it's just because I'm a fan of local guys too, and like I want to see some of these other guys fighting and stuff.
I can tell you the card is full,
Dang.
and there's fights that have not been announced yet. And the main event, I am not at liberty to say yet, but I know what it is. I can't say it.
It's not me.
It was literally decided hours ago, and I can't drop it because I promised Keith.
Right.
And I hate when Keith does it because he asked me about it, and we were talking about it. And
No,
I know.
I have a feeling what it is. I just realized why some of these why neither my fight nor Todd's fight would probably have been the main event. Now that I think about it, but well, you'll get to announce that later on.
There's some UFC connections and one of the pro fights. So like we got some high level guys like coming out. So like
I seen the Worthy and Croswell fight.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
then,
there's another pro fight on the card as well. It's not been announced yet that I know of. I didn't see the computer really much this weekend, so I'm not sure what's announced and what's not announced. But I have the entire finished card here, and I just went through the Empire guys.
Man, I was gonna say, yeah, because I was hoping that there were gonna be some other. I like to just see other people be active on the scene. You know, like of course on some of these other fights. What Malik fought Dylan earlier in the year, that was a banger, by the way.
Malik just fought too. Malik just fought a couple weeks ago. In Schenectady.
Oh no! I meant Malik. My Malik.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah, him too. Like I want to see him fight for K-4. He's a cool dude. Malik got because he fought Exxon. He went the distance with Exxon and stuff. You know, like and that's
dude. Exxon is tough. Exxon is like. Oh my God!
Dudes that want to be active, and yeah, Exxon, he's only gonna get better from like the experiences he's had and stuff, and like in just lessons. It's like, bro, like, and that's why I'm the fan of this stuff. It's because I like the story. Like, I like the storylines. I like seeing the people get better. I like the matchups. I like almost seeing the progression of oh, he fought him, and in fighting this guy, he learned a lesson that helped him in his next fight or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they keep gotta be Banks.
He said, "Gotta be Banks."
Yeah.
Hey man, like I said, I wanted to fight for a Muay Thai title too, but I'm gonna just leave that there because there's been a lot of stuff in my ear about like, oh, who do you like? You wanna this fight with this guy would be a really fun one. And I'm like, well, I'm a fan of fun fights too, and that's all I can say about that.
If I'm in the ring and I'm interviewing you, I'm gonna ask you who you want next. So be ready for it.
Man, listen, it doesn't matter who's next, Caveman.
I'm gonna ask you about the restaurant too. So have the number ready.
Mm-hmm. Whoever's next is next. The most important fight is the next one. The most important fight right now is Quamaine Austin, August 3rd at Buffalo River Works. When you buy your ticket, use that code K4 Walker. I'm trying to get better at this promo stuff. I'm gonna keep throwing it back in your face as many times. I don't post on Facebook or Instagram as often as I should probably. I should be posting highlights. I should be posting promos. I should just be running, sweating, just talking, just screaming into the camera, talking about I'm coming to fight.
You got a good thing going on. Like you and Q got that whole online thing going on, and I tried to bring you both on just because of that. So
yeah, that was just funny because I was just minding my own business, and then suddenly it just says, "Hey, you got tagged in the post." I'm like, "What the hell?" Oh my god, that was jokes. I just was clowning. I was just clowning because it's like, yeah, this stuff. Some people take it seriously and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's like, who like people kept trying to say like, oh, focus. I'm like, bro, you go ahead and think I'm not focused. I really don't care. We gonna want Nick Walker to talk about the fight a little bit. The one I'm involved in, like I said, it's just gonna be all action. And it's funny how my mind just started thinking about it again. Like you said, we're fighters. We get one track. You just start. Once you get focused on it, you're like a dog to a bone. And at the end of the day, like, yeah, you guys brought me on here to talk about the hype it up. I just like being a part of the combat sports world. I love being a fighter. I love being a part of fun fights. I love when people know that, oh crap, he's about to be in a good one. Because like that was the thing with the Mike Stevens fight, because I was like, man, even when it got canceled the first time and Keith was like looking for a replacement, I was like, no, take the poster down. Don't ruin the surprise. Because it was such a good fight. You know what I mean?
yeah, it was an awesome fight. And we'll let you go out of here. Hey Tyler, if you and Dennis are both on, if you're both watching, we can jump you guys right on, and we can do you guys right next if you want. Another Empire Academy guy, one after another, and we'll get you and Tyler on.
If you ever need, I was gonna say, because you guys don't always like interview the debut guys. Because I was gonna say, if you ever need to get in contact with any of the guys from the gym, or I'm sure it's not hard to like send them a message, or if you don't got their socials, like you could let me know, Dennis know, any of the guys that you do text regularly or something. You can like ask us like, hey, like we're interested in having this guy on. Not necessarily, not because it doesn't always have to be to the degree of me being Q or, oh, we want to have you guys on and talk. Like, hey, maybe you just got an interesting story. You got some sponsors you want to help plug and stuff, like, because interesting enough, I hate hearing from fighters a lot of the times, oh, I hate the glitz and the glam. Oh, I don't really want to be involved with all the extra stuff. Well, then why you want to fight on the stage, like, bro? Because you go fight for free in an alley and no one will watch and no one will give you the recognition, but you're choosing to fight in front of people and you want to fight a good person. And so it's like, hey, just embrace the process. Like, be a good sport about it. Like, yeah, you're cutting weight. Yeah, things might be an inconvenience, but like not everything. Like you got to take the good with the bad, like necessarily, and you just got to have a good attitude about it. Like people talk about, like even like you don't even. Like I put K-4 Walker in my thing, yeah, because I do want to get better at this promo stuff, and I do like want to start like making something of myself in the fight game, and hopefully I can get to where I hope I can be one day. Like just gonna keep grinding and pushing towards those dreams. But yeah, don't be such a sour sport about it, because it's like this is a process, like, and it's a blessing to be able to fight. Like how many times I've known so many fighters that want to have fights and have trained, like gone through full fight camps, cut the weight, and then the day before the weigh-ins, morning 3 a.m. of the dang weigh-ins, you message the promoter talking about, oh, I'm hurt from however many weeks ago, or blah blah blah, and you talk, and now it's too soon for a guy to get a replacement. Like even like I've lost the fight Wednesday of a fight week, and I'm cutting weight, like cutting mad weight, and I'm like, yo, like what? And I'm still cutting weight, hoping that they have somebody. You know what I mean? Like stuff like this stuff ain't easy, and so it's like it's a blessing when you are able to fight. So embrace the process. And if you're going to be a poor sport about it, there's plenty of other fighters that want your spot. If you don't want to fight for your titles, if you don't want to defend your titles against the next guy up or something, hey, vacate, defend or vacate. Like, there's plenty of guys, they can find another guy who wants the opportunity. Like, you got guys out here saying, hey, I don't want to fight this guy. He doesn't got enough experience and this, that. And it's like, hey, they said he was the next guy. Give him the opportunity. If you think someone's better, give them a different option or a replacement then. But don't just say, hey, I don't want to fight somebody because I don't want to do this. It's like, hey, if you want to be an active fighter, if you want to be a champion, sometimes you got to be willing to do what you think is tough or what you're not willing to do. Like, not every matchup is going to be one that you wake up out of bed to go running 10 miles and to be a part of. You know what I mean? Like, embrace the process. Like, if you're grown men and women and you choose to do this, like, I don't have too much sympathy about like all the complaining and stuff sometimes. Yeah, I complain about cutting weight, but it's like, it's a part of it. It's like, you choose a weight class, you can choose to be undersized, you can choose to be big, you can choose to have an advantage or not. Like, it's at the end of the day, it's choice. And like, I choose to do this. Like, I don't shy away from the process of this. And even like when Q was tagging me, I'm like, I'm not gonna shy away from it. It's like, bro, it's like, now you actually want to talk. Or like, I don't necessarily like go out of my way to talk like crap to my opponents or whatever. I just build hype. I want people to be interested in watching me fight. I know I'm rambling a bit, but that's just because I struck a little bit of a nerve in my dang self, and I probably really wanted to get off my chest from earlier. And it probably sucks that I made everybody sit through the end of the interview and they probably all tapped out. They're like, this kid's a motor mouth. But yeah, so
I'm gonna piece up that last little bit that you just said. Do you want to be a fighter by Nick Walker? Like, I think that's awesome.
Yeah,
that was like a really cool thing. It went a couple minutes too long. You could definitely have like thought it out a little bit, and, like made your own monologue. So I'll chop it up. I'll do like the internet chop, and I'll make it sound good. But I agree with 1,000% what you said. If you don't want to sell tickets, if you don't want to promote yourself, just stay in the gym and train. Like, you don't need to go out and fight. That's what you're doing.
That's fine. And it's just, don't take those spots away from some of the people that do want the opportunities. And if you haven't earned it yet, maybe there's a reason you haven't. Like maybe you need to listen to your coach more. Maybe you need to spend more time in the gym getting better. Maybe you spend too much time talking online. You need to get better. Maybe you because there are some fights where I've seen and I'm like, bro, you shouldn't be fighting right now. Like, there ain't no way that like somebody thought that, or somebody sees you in the gym or you went out and fought like that and they think, yeah, let's gear you up for another one. You know what I mean? It's like,
let's just sold 10,000 tickets.
Yeah, but hey, and more power to them, because everyone wishes they could move mountains like Conor McGregor and stuff and have everybody drop what they're doing and watch them fight, but that's not the reality. So it's like, I got to give you a reason to want to. And I do it with my fighting. I do it with my little bit of promo. At the end of the day, if you watch me fight, you know what I'm about. I come to fight. I come to win. I try not to bring no excuses. Everyone has stuff that happens to them. And I really just know that, I just personally know that not everyone cares to hear it. If you do care to hear it, maybe I'll tell you. If you think it's cope, it's cope. It don't really matter.
All right, man. That's an awesome ending. We're going to get out of here real quick. Remember, August 3rd, you can go to riverworks.com events center, or you can just type in K-4 fighting and it'll come up and you can get your tickets. Promo code K4 Walker or promo code K4 Caveman's Corner. Help somebody out, buy tickets. Like our man Nick Walker said, it's cheaper doing it online than it is at the door. So make sure, not only that, at the door, you might not get a ticket. It might sell out. We got Nick Walker fighting on this card.
Might sell out. VIP might be full. Front row might be full. Place might be jumping.
Yo, Tom, I guarantee you VIP will be full. I guarantee you front row will be full. If you want any ticket like that, I'm sure, I think there's some available because they haven't said there isn't yet, but those always sell out. All the VIP sells out and all the front row sells out for sure. So if you want those tickets, make sure you get those. This is not a joke. Like, this is not like promotion. If you want those tickets, they will not be available at fight time.
And I'll say it again. If you can't find a babysitter, hit that stream at K4Fighting.tv. It's like $25.
Yeah. And you hear me. I'll be on there making fun of Nick.
And you get access to it for like the next 3 months. So it's a little bit of an investment.
Yeah, it is an investment. You can go back and watch all the old ones too.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, man. Thank you, guys. We appreciate you. We're going to try and get Tyler Robinson and Dennis on if we can get these two guys together right now. I saw them both in the comments. Doesn't seem like you're doing anything. We're gonna try and work some caveman magic right now.
Man, you
about
to try to get another online situation going. Be
yeah.
careful.
That is too nice for that to happen.
Yes, right.
We're out, guys. Peace.